Okay, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to leave this unedited because it's a rant, and I feel like it's necessary if I'm putting something out to make it as sincere and as honest as possible. And I think cutting and editing and doing all of that somehow takes away from that. So and I understand what it means to put a camera in front of you and speak to it and then also upload it online. it it has connotations. Okay. Today when I'm recording this, I don't know when the video will go up, but today when I'm recording this, Sushant Singh Rajput, who is an Indian actor, he committed suicide and his body was found. In this week, there was a boy, 17-year-old boy, his name was Vikas, and he was killed by upper caste men for entering a temple. A couple of weeks ago, George Floyd was killed by a white police officer because he was black. A couple of months ago, Breonna Taylor was shot dead. And a couple of days before that, Faizan, who was beaten up and harassed by the police and made to sing the national anthem while being beaten up because he was Muslim, succumbed to his injuries and died. And it has been multiple weeks and multiple months since we have all been plagued by a pandemic. I've written points down here, but I don't know how much I will stick to it. Anyway, I understand that when anyone puts out an opinion publicly, you're held accountable to it. And I also understand that is why sorry, my mom's watching the news. You can hear that, I think. And I also understand that what was I trying to say? I also understand that there's a reason why people don't put out their opinion, because they're held accountable to it, because they are responsible for what they say. And so I think me putting this out makes me accountable to myself for holding myself and my humanity to a standard which I want to and have to live up to, because I think I'm just tired, and I think all of us are, at looking at how humanity is handling things right now. There's a reason why a pandemic is called a humanitarian crisis. Humanitarian doesn't simply mean that human beings are being affected, that human beings are dying. It's not just that, it's also the fact that our humanity is being tested at a point such as this. And it is this pandemic plus everything else, plus how we're handling and reacting to the situation, is showcasing where we are going wrong and where our shortcomings are. And it's depressing and it's saddening to see. Like, for me, I went through phases, right? First is denial. You're saying that this does not exist, it has to be something like a flu. Then you're in like, okay, the cases are rising, but there's still hope, we can still contain it. Then you're just in a straight up lull where I didn't want to read the news. It was depressing to see anything that was going around in the world, because everything just seemed to be going wrong. And I hope that now the point that I've reached is that it's time for change, and it's just time for us to do better. I mean, it's not that, me sitting where I am, I can change all of humanity. No, that is not true. I can't change all of humanity, but I can change myself so that I can be better. And it doesn't mean you have to spend all your money on charities. No, it's not just that. It is helping out a friend. It's when a friend calls, asking for help for their project or whatever they're working on or anything, that you help them wholeheartedly, you don't hold back, you don't think. We're constantly made to think about ourselves, and the reason why we're constantly made to think about ourselves is because we're constantly taught that the world is a tough place to be. But why does it have to be that? Why does the world have to be a tough place to be? We are the ones who make the world, right? So I don't understand that if the world is a tough place to be, we make the world, then why do we have to make it tough? Why can't we make it easier, simpler? And by tough, I don't mean like standing in long lines. Like that's a very simplistic definition. What I'm trying to say is, we make it a tough place to be because of the kind of rejection we're met with, or the manner in which we are rejected, or the manner in which people treat us. We don't need it. We don't need to hold the world to such a low standard. We don't need to hold humanity to such a low standard. I don't understand how we can settle for tough. How can we settle for anger? How can we settle for depression? How can we settle for sadness? Like, I don't understand it. If we are the ones who are making it, then we need to be better, we need to do better. And it does not mean, like I said, it does not mean you have to just spend all your money like giving to charity. Of course, when you have the means, do it. But we all have the means to be better to our friends, to our family, to people we meet on the street, to people we meet in the shop. We can all be better. In these small ways, we can all be better. And I just don't see why we aren't. Why we don't think twice before saying something terrible about someone, even if it's to their face, behind the back. I mean, it still hurts if you get to know about it. I don't see why we don't think twice about commenting on other people's clothes or how they look or this or that. I don't see why we don't think twice about that. And I'm saying it, when I say it, I don't mean that shit, what's the word? When I say it, I don't mean that I haven't done it. Of course I've done it. We've all done it. But we have to not. We have to be better. We have to do better. We have to ask for better treatment from other people. How can we just settle for the idea that, yeah, okay, everyone's going to be an asshole to me, so I might as well just take it? No. You don't have to. You shouldn't take it. And when I mean you shouldn't take it, it doesn't mean fight fire with fire. It just means you be better. I be better. We be better. I'm just frustrated. I'm sorry. I don't know if you are too. I'm just frustrated at this entire. I don't know. Everything's come to a head, and I don't know how long this is going to go on to, but please indulge me. I don't know if I'm forgetting. 1 second. Please let me just check. I wanted to share a quote, actually. I went to a Jiddu Krishnamurti school. Jiddu Krishnamurti was a philosopher, and we grew up learning about him. And sorry, while I search, I will also tell you what I am trying to say if my internet works. Sorry. Right, so Jiddu Krishnamurti was a philosopher, and we always learnt through his ways, in a sense, because he had a certain manner in which that he thought about things and addressed things, and the schooling system was also based on whatever his philosophies were. And while I was a kid, of course, it didn't make sense to me. Why should I read the books that I'm constantly getting or that I have access to? And we would watch a lot of his old talks, etc., etc. But now, oddly enough, I feel like I'm going back to it more and more, going back to what he said more and more. And there's a quote that he said that if Instagram allows me, I will find, because my internet is just not working with me. I'm not going to cut this, I apologize, but I'm not cutting. Sorry, give me a moment. But Okay, sorry, my camera died, but and it won't last for too long, so I'm just gonna read this out and then I'm gonna end this. He says, Jiddu Krishnamurti says, there is hope in men, not in society, not in systems, not in organized religious systems, but in you and in me. And I'm gonna end on that note. I don't know, just can we please be better? Just to each other. That is enough at this point. And hold humanity to a higher standard, because we are all humanity. Like, we make